Here we go. UFC 128 review. The only thing I'm going to talk about is clearly John Jones. I mean, here's the thing with John Jones. And I've talked about this with everybody that I could think of. And John Jones is basically unbeatable. I mean, you can't even believe. I mean, if I were to tell you, if I were to create somebody in a lab, I would say I would create John Jones. I mean, he's basically fucking unstoppable. I mean, you cannot stop the guy. His wrestling, jiu-jitsu, striking. I mean, he's completely unstoppable. It's never happened before in MMA, but he is completely unstoppable. I mean, nobody could even do it. So, here's the thing. Since no mortal can stop him, I've created a scenario in which you can actually vote. You can actually vote for the winner in this particular scientific test that I'm proving or trying to conducting an experiment, and it's basically John Jones versus a Marvel superhero or a Capcom superhero. It doesn't really matter as long as it's a superhero who has the skills to beat him, because obviously, no mortal has the skills to beat him. Shogun got destroyed, and John Jones is completely immortal. Obviously, I mean, God has sent him on a mission to destroy the human race via MMA. I mean, he's going to single-handedly just completely wipe out the 205 division, and then he's going to, go up to heavyweight and just completely clear them out, and then he's going to cut weight to 185, and he's going to destroy everybody at 185. And then he's going to create a clone of himself, but a smaller clone, and fight at 170 with that clone. The clone is going to fight at 170, and then he's going to completely wipe out that class, and then so on and so forth down the line. So it's basically unstoppable. I mean, you can't stop John Jones completely because he's just going to, like I said, he's like an alien. He's going to completely replicate himself, but in smaller versions, and then like go down the line. And so John Jones, one, is the 205-pound champion, but then you got John Jones, two, who is going to be the heavyweight, and then bear with me because it gets confusing, because you got John Jones 1, who is the 205, and then John Jones 2 is going to go to heavyweight, but then John Jones 3 is going to be the middleweight, and then so on and so forth. So right now, I don't believe there's a superhero that can act, because right now, I don't know if you've heard, but John Jones, he stops crime. I know, it's ridiculous. Benji Radek already did this, and it's because John Jones isn't clearly, I mean, Benji Radek isn't clearly as big a star as John Jones, so Benji Radek doesn't get the credit. John Jones does for saving, because what he did, and reports vary, but it may be that there was an alien that came down, and people may not admit this, but there's an alien that came down and tried to steal a woman's radio or purse or brain. Maybe, again, I'm just saying, it may have been her brain. Conflicting news reports, but and John Jones single-handedly chased this dude for 22 miles, or 15, or 30 seconds. I don't know. It's all up in the air right now, and it could be 5 hours before his fight, or 3, or it could have been and conflicting reports. I know it's, and bear with me on this one, but it very well could be that he chased down, and this is what I believe happened. He chased down an alien invader who tried to steal a woman's brain 3 minutes before he walked out for his title fight. Chased him for 16 miles. Had a lightsaber battle. Took him down after a leg kick. One leg kick took this alien down. And he punched him and just completely rear naked choked and put him out, and then held him down for about an hour and a half until the police got there. I know the timeline doesn't seem right, but it happened. It really happened. And Jon Jones is a complete superhero, and nobody has the skill set to ever beat him ever. In the history of MMA, there's been guys that completely have gone through, and like they've been up and comers, and they've had the skill set to completely withstand the test of time, and nobody's ever touched them. Nobody's ever beaten them ever. I mean, it's MMA. You have the skill set. You beat one person, and you beat two people, and you beat three people, and then you're unstoppable. So you beat, three people, and then you go on, and nobody ever has the skill set to beat you ever again, because nobody has any footage. Well, they have the footage, but you're completely ridiculous. So anyways, here's the point of the video. Here's my main point. Who on the planet, and maybe not just planet Earth, wink wink, who has the ability to beat him? Because Superman, Spider-Man, they've all been thrown at me, and I had to shut them down because Jon Jones is way too good for that. And I'm just getting ahead of the curve. Everybody else saying, obviously everybody else is going to say he's unbeatable. So I'm trying to, come up with no mortal can beat him. It's pretty obvious. So, Superman. Can Superman beat him? But Superman, I don't know if he has the stand-up skills to survive. So we'll see what happens. And you guys give me your thoughts on what superhero can actually beat him, because Jon Jones himself is a superhero, and it's gonna be interesting. So give me your thoughts on who he can beat, and you guys later.